right, hello students. So amidst the rapidly developing situation caused by the novel coronavirus known as COVID-19, I know that you have many questions and concerns about how school will continue to happen remotely. My goal in this video and the syllabus attached is to answer your questions and address your concerns. Please know that what I explain here applies specifically to your biology class. Your other classes are likely going to be similar, but slightly different structures. Additionally, please know that I'm available from 9 to 1 o'clock every day to answer your questions via email, and from 1 to 2 p.m. every day to answer questions in a live video chat. Although I hope that we can get back into our classroom as soon as possible, slowing the spread of this virus and keeping families safe is and will continue to be the most important thing. Therefore, it's best to see that these new procedures are the new normal. For now, consider the syllabus attached and the new class structure I'm about to explain as our plan moving forward. It will take time, patience, and flexibility, but we will successfully adapt to a virtual learning model. The primary goal is still to ensure that you are learning biology and having fun. We just have to adjust to doing that remotely. So here's how our class is going to work from this point going forward. Every week, you'll have the following assignments listed below to complete for your biology class. You'll get a grade on Student View every day for that day's assignment, adding up to 100 points per week. All assignments are due on the day that they're assigned, and no late work will be accepted. So for example, on Monday, each student will work to complete their notes and an exit ticket on Google Classroom to earn 10 points. If you do not complete that by Monday at midnight, the maximum score you can receive that week is a 90 out of 100 because you lost 10 points, and you will not receive attendance credit for Monday's class. So again, view this like a normal school day. Just because we're meeting remotely on Google Classroom doesn't mean you can put things off and choose to be lazy. It's still your responsibility to come to school every day virtually and complete your work that day like you would have in class. In order to keep your grade at passing and receive credit for this course, the expectation is, again, that you are completing each assignment every day. Failing to do so will result not only in the loss of points and a negative effect on your grade, but also the loss of attendance credit for this course. In lieu of coming to class and physically being present, your attendance will be marked by you coming to the Google Classroom and completing the assignment for that day on the day that it's assigned. So the assignment for each day will be posted in a Google Classroom for your period. Now, this is something you've already been invited to via email, and hopefully you're already watching this on the Google Classroom. But if you have not already joined that, make sure you do that today. The codes for your period are here below and on the syllabus I've attached. And again, it's in your email as an invitation that you can open up there. Now, here's what each week will look like. So on Monday, for 10 points, on Google Classroom, you're going to join a student-paced pair deck. You're going to read through the slides as if we were doing them in class, and you're also going to open up a Google Doc that has our guided notes. Again, just like we were doing this in class, you'll click through the slides, you'll fill in your notes digitally, and you'll answer any pair deck questions along the way. Finally, at the end, you'll complete an exit ticket using your notes in order to get your 10 points and credit for that Monday. On Tuesday, you're going to return to Google Classroom and answer a discussion question. So I'm going to post something that's going to require you to use your notes from Monday and think about that new content in order to apply it to a new situation and answer a question. What I want you to do is read the question, look back at your notes from yesterday that'll be in your Google Drive, and it's a good idea to organize them into a folder called Biology so that you can find them in the same place. And then use your notes and what you know to write a 100 to 200 word paragraph in response to the question. Your answer should be well written without grammatical errors. And again, it's due at midnight on Tuesday. Now, keep in mind here, this is essentially our full class. So this is not just a quick question and answer on Google Classroom. This is supposed to model a 45 to 50-minute class session. So when you go through this question and think about your answer, it should take you 30 to 40 minutes, and you should be reading it and thinking about it. If you need to do some extra research online, you can do that, and then composing an answer. If you're finishing in 10 to 15 minutes and you think the quality of your work is poor, then you need to spend more time on it. So that Tuesday assignment's worth 20 points. On a Wednesday, for 10 points, you'll return to Google Classroom, and you're going to find another student's answer from that discussion question. You'll write a 100 to 200 word response to their answer. Now, in this response, you can explain the topic more, You can ask questions about their answer, you can correct any mistakes that they might have made, or you can add new information. You cannot simply say, I agree with you, or I like what you said. Again, your response should be well written, and it should not have grammatical errors. And again, the key here is that we're trying to simulate a real class discussion. Just like in normal class, we would use our conversation cards or the partners next to us to discuss about what we're learning and apply that information in a new way. Our Wednesday responses are meant for you to think about what you've learned and respond to your peers in a meaningful way. So this is something that should take you 30 to 45 minutes to complete. And once again, that assignment is due at midnight on a Wednesday. On Thursday, your task is to complete an interactive learning game. So on Thursday, I'll post the quizzes for that week's content, and you'll use your notes to practice on that quizzes until you get at least 80%. Like before, you can play this game as many times as you need to, but by midnight on Thursday, in order to earn those points, you need to have an 80% or higher. Finally, your Friday assignment worth 50 points, so the majority of your points for the week, is to take a quiz on that content. Now, 20 points from this quiz will come from matching or multiple choice questions, and 30 points will come from short answer questions. The quizzes will be taken on your Chromebook in locked mode, the same as we normally do in class, so you're not allowed to use any other resources for help. With that in mind, study your notes and practice with the quizzes as much as you need to before starting the quiz. Because of this, I've decided to extend your quizzes to Sunday at midnight. The goal there is that you use Friday's class period to study again through your quizzes, to look back through your notes, to go back through the Pear Deck if you need to, and come to my office hours to ask any questions that you might have about the content, so that when you do decide to take the quiz that weekend and complete it by midnight on Sunday, you feel fully prepared to get the highest score you're capable of. Now, again, to remind you, each week we'll do these things on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to earn a total of 100 points. Your assignments need to be completed on the day that they're assigned for you to get points and for you to get credit for attendance. No late work will be accepted. Now, that being said, if you are having internet issues or your family is in a situation that's keeping you from completing an assignment on that day, you can email me along with your parents and we can work on that situation in a one-on-one way to make it work for you. Finally, I want to note that there's a lot of support available for you. If you have any questions or concerns about what we're learning or how things are going, you can send me an email using your Gmail at this address, mwilliams@aguafria.org. I'll respond to your questions via email between 9 and 11:15 or 12 to 1 p.m. every day. From 1 to 2 p.m. every day, I'll be hosting online office hours. And to join, all you need to do is go to bit.ly/WilliamsOH. This will be a live video chat where you can join and ask any questions that you have about what we're learning, about how the class works, about where to find things, or anything else that's on your mind. Now, when you do this, you can choose to join with audio and video and participate like this, where you're actually seeing me and asking questions. Or if you'd prefer not to be seen, you can join without audio and video, and you can type in questions. This will be a time every day from 1 to 2 p.m. where I'm available to answer any questions you might have or explain anything about the week's lessons. I do want to finally say that this will undoubtedly be a challenging experience for all of us, but we will continue to make changes and adapt as needed. If you choose to do your work, you will be successful in biology. Be patient and don't be afraid to come to see me if you have any questions or concerns. Obviously, we hope that face-to-face classes can resume as soon as possible. But until that happens, this is how our biology class will be run. Although things might feel more relaxed and less important when you're working from home, it's important that you keep a regular structure and continue to do your work every day and every week. Do not use this transition to distance learning as an excuse to fall behind or be lazy. Do everything in your power to see this as an opportunity to learn in a flexible way and take responsibility for getting your work completed every day. We will get through this together. Now, next Monday, we will begin learning new content with this structure. Therefore, the goal for the rest of our week is just to get everybody feeling comfortable with the Google Classroom, with the discussion posts, with Pear Deck, and with meeting remotely. By Wednesday at midnight, I need you to complete 2 things. First, I need you to make sure that you're in the Google Classroom for your period. Again, you should have received an email, but if you didn't, you can find the invitation code on this syllabus. Second, I want you to complete Wednesday's assignment posted in the Google Classroom, a discussion question about distance learning. Once you've joined Google Classroom, explored the syllabus, and posted an answer to that discussion question for Wednesday, you're done. On Thursday, prepare for school like you normally would and check Google Classroom for Thursday's assignment. In the meantime, bring any and all questions that you might have about what's going on in school, what's going on in our class, or what's going on in the world to me via email or during my live office hours from 1 to 2 p.m. I understand that there's a lot going on, and I understand that this is going to be a difficult time for all of us. And the most important thing I want you to know is that I'm here to support you no matter what. We will get through this. We will have to be flexible. We will have to adapt. But I'm going to work with you, and you're going to work with me to make sure that we can have a successful fourth quarter no matter what ends up happening. I look forward to working in this virtual way with you and embracing this new challenge.